Okay. Alrighty then. Yes, we have two more planets we found recently too. So, as this all unlags, what's up, Abe50? How are you doing? So, one of the things I did was, yes, heavy watt conductive wire. I started converting a lot of these over because we're getting close to overloading a lot of circuits. So, I got about like, gosh, I converted all of this, but we still have, so like I did a third of my map I've converted over. Although some of them I already have the, no, these aren't the heavy watt conductive wire, they're just heavy watt wire. But what I also did was, yeah, this hydrogen, this bomb, and this bomb, I added a line in so that the overflow no longer goes to hydrogen generators that are just burning that off for power. I have that going in here. So we have some extra hydrogen being supplied into here. I think I want to make this thing not be self-powered, because we're so used to making self-powered oxygen makers that we use the hydrogen to power the thing. But I kind of want all of the hydrogen to go in here, so I think I might want to plug this into my main power grid. Hey, thanks for 31 months in a row, Fish. Just like to say hi. Well, hi back, and thank you for that. Appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually replace this liquid cargo tank for a gas cargo tank. Gas cargo canister. This should allow me to get a bunch of gas and bring it back, I believe. So that might be the first thing we do after I make a change over here. Well, I really appreciate the 31 months of support, my friend. That's awesome. So if I want to do this... yeah. I just need to plug in my main power grid to this and then stop burning the hydrogen and send it all over there. I think I am going to make that change. So I'm going to put a heavy watt conductive joint plate guy right there. Salve omnibus et singulis. You hope everyone has a great time. What's up, Slotro? Same too. In Latin or whatever language that is. Travaldo got stressed out. I think he got stuck in one of these places at some point. How's everything looking? Everything's looking pretty good. We got Oxalite in there. We got our Atmos Sutox working. Oh, another thing I did, another random thing I did is when we go back to tame the whatchamacallit, Tungsten Volcano, that's also the place where we're taming our Paku. I put a couple thousand seeds in here. It's like over 2,000 seeds, because that's what we're going to feed eventually to these guys. Speaking of these guys, I wonder how this is doing. Got a bunch of fry. Why are you not? You should be jumping down into there. There it goes. Probably just lagging. I wonder if we have any resin up here. I guess... okay, there's meat there. These are currently not powered. So... none of our Paku have died yet. We should have a whole lot of Paku in here, but I guess they just haven't started dying yet. It's going to take some time before they actually start dying. There's actually an extra fish in here. One more than there should be. I think that's okay, though. I think that's okay. I don't know if there's a way to set up... I mean, I guess it's okay if there are 3 in here, as long as there's not... as long as it's not more than 3. But yeah, this is where we're feeding them algae, which they all should be tame. I need to figure out... are the ones that are going to be born in here going to be tame? Will they be immediately tamed, or will I have to have algae in here to feed them first before they're tamed and then swap to seeds? I'm not exactly sure how we do that. But I am bringing a ton of seeds, and I'll be able to deliver those. Okay. Alright, lag. Alright, lag. Come on. Let's go back over here. I got this power line. I'm going to allow them in. And I'm going to do that. And once I do that, basically I want to plug that into there. I want to replace all this wire. And then we're going to just pump all of this hydrogen over here instead of into here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to disconnect this. So we use up all that hydrogen. And then we're going to have this output go there once we build these power lines. Because we are doing great on liquid oxygen, but our liquid hydrogen is just not building up. I also feel like it's freezing, like it's too cold in here. It's 260. It should be... I put it down to 254. Gotta just be because we don't have enough hydrogen in there to even out the temperatures. Gotta be that. Surely it's that. Right, let me get this swapped over, and then we're gonna send people over to get some hydrogen. 3,600 kilograms. This is gonna be of hydrogen that we're gonna be putting in there. And we're gonna dump that over here once we bring it. How much can it carry? 3,600 kilograms. How much can the large liquid... Oh, I want the large gas. What did I use before? I used large... Yeah, I actually want a bigger one than that. Giggity, that's what she said. So I think I need to get rid of one solar panel. Let me deconstruct that guy. Hopefully I don't have to get rid of too many solar panels to get a bigger one of those guys. Okay. Alright, so it's about to run out of that stuff, and that's when I want to unplug this guy. And put this on our power grid is what we're going to do. So this is going to run out of fuel. This is going to run out of power. So let's go ahead and do this. So make it so I can eventually plug this back in if I want to. Placing these power lines. As soon as this runs out, there shouldn't be any mess up with power lines, I don't think. And we'll disconnect that until they build them. Yep, there we go. Power. Make sure they're doing all that. And priority 9 that stuff. Do that. This thing will be shut down for just a bit till we do a swap over. We will also need to do this. It goes out up to there. There should be no overflow. It should just go in there and then out. That's what that'll be. Okay. All right. This will hopefully increase the amount of hydrogen we're getting, and then we're going to go get a bunch to do basically a big injection of hydrogen. Since we're just storing so much over on Cultivolin over there. There we go. There's going to be some extra hydrogen. Okay, with that, I should be able to do this. And now that's just powered by our main grid, rather than self-powered. And all hydrogen made by this thing is going to be completely filled into that thing. I don't know if that's going to get me much more hydrogen, but that'll inject that. Now we won't be wasting the hydrogen for power this thing. Principles, what do we got? I don't want any of that. Okay, so I believe we are ready. Yes, I wanted to replace this for the large gas container. Needs more space. So I need, I think, at least one more of these replaced. Okay. Because I want a big. We have so much hydrogen that I think we'll be fine to pump all of this hydrogen into this thing. And then I'll end up probably swapping this container for something else when we go to do our taming. Okay, and now replace this. There it is, large gas container. And let's pick this junk up off the ground so that it doesn't melt. That. And, whoops, priority 9 on those. Alright, so we'll be able to store, what was it, 3,600 kilograms was the other container. I wonder how much of this one will be able to store. Of course, eventually have to pump it out to, I can connect it to this guy over here. I'm going to start a line over here. And you know, something I realized as I was doing some cleanup last time is when I built all this, I completely covered my launchers, so I cannot actually send stuff to other planets now until I move this and figure that out. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to fix that. Maybe what I can do is put it on top of this stuff, but oh man, I completely forgot that when I built this, I completely forgot that I was covering that up. 1,100, so this is, yeah, even more than the other stuff. Okay, cool, so that's hydrogen. All right, so let's check out, let's see here. Water's good. Power's plugged in, so this should be fully powered. Let's look inside of here. We have oxalite, we have that. Okay, we have our seeds. So we're gonna say this needs to be crew. Is it still the same 3 people? Catalina, Bubbles, and Abe. Seems good. What's up, silly device? Good doors to you, my friend. Good doors to you. And we're gonna send this over to do a little work, pick up hydrogen over on the other planet. The other thing I need to do is my plants in the hydrogen creating phase died. Well, not the plants, the beta hives died because the temperature was too high. So I'm going to also set up a cooling solution over there. So, all right, so we're going to say we're going to go over to Cultivolin here. I'm going to pick up hydrogen. While we're pumping the hydrogen, we're going to make a cooling solution for that place. And in the meantime, I feel like I need to figure out how to move this stuff. I need this stuff to be somewhere else so I can actually ship stuff if I need to. Dates, you're finally back from vacation. You missed watching Rand getting salty at games. Well, you missed it yesterday because we definitely got salty yesterday. But good to have you here, my friend. What I could do is I could use this reflector to go up here, up there. I think that might be what I do. I'll have to, the main issue is then I'll have to, it's gonna be kind of a pain to ship the stuff up there, but at least that'll work. So what I'm going to do is Magic Rock. We're gonna set them up here. This will give them a project to work on while I do this other stuff. So it'll be 1, 2, and then we'll need rad bolt reflectors. That guy, I can point it up here. Yeah, so I'll be able to point it up here as needed. Although, let's set this up differently. Let's set it up so it's not going at head height. Which, how do I do that? I have to be diagonal for these guys. Ugh. I don't know of a way. I guess... they should never be over here. I'm just going to do this way for now. So it'll grab here, and it'll go that way. Something like that. I will have to power it, of course. Do a conductive wire out of lead. Used a lot of my lead for this, but that's fine. Okay. So at least we start the process of getting that. I'll have to do the conveyor rails and piping and whatever else that we want to send there. But hey, what's up, Explosive Ash? Incoming wall of text. I have a question. You apologize preemptively. All right. Well, thanks for warning me. I appreciate the warning. There's some oxygen in the space biome. Do I have a leak? I think it's from the oxalite. And I think I do have a leak over here, because I think this isn't tight over here. We actually are leaking out of here. I should really fix that. The problem is, to fix it, I have to get rid of my transit tubes to fix it. So that's the reason I haven't fixed it yet. I guess what I could do... If I build that, deconstruct that... God. What's happening? Maybe I can fill in here. Somehow my ethanol, I don't know, like froze or something. Not sure how our liquid lock went away. But yeah, I do kind of need to fill this back in. Content making question. Should you be concerned if you suddenly spike in viewership as a result of a few videos you didn't spend as much effort on as others? Asking because a friend's video hit something like 300k views while saving 50 subs at the same time. Should you be concerned? I would think you'd celebrate. Why would you ever be concerned about having too many viewers? I really only want to stay small time and not be successful. If you like it, then you better put some bits in it. Concerned, I'd be celebrating. You better put some bits in it. I hope your duplicants are behaving today. Thank you for the 500 bits, T-Bone Jinx. Well, we just started. Nobody's killed themselves yet, but it's early. The night is young. So, yeah, I'll pour a bunch of extra ethanol in here. I think it's not freezing anymore. It's kind of stabilized at 20-something degrees. So it shouldn't freeze. And if we fix this leak, I think we will not have random gases anymore. I think that's the only reason. The only other possibility could be the oxalite, but it shouldn't be off-gassing there. There's no other place where stuff, gas should be able to leak. So, this. Pour a bunch of ethanol, then I can replace that, and it'll push it up into there, I think. Amazing how much damage can be done on a single cookie break. It's true. That's true. What's overheating? Power transformer. I had liquid here. Did my water turn to steam? Okay, let's do... we should put petroleum on the ground. Petroleum. Enable auto bottle. Let's do this. There's petroleum on the ground, then it should stop overheating, I think. Although I might have to replace this. And disable auto repair. We'll see once the petroleum's here if it'll cool down enough. No docks available. Who's saying that? Damn it. Okay. There. Ah, they got here. That's why it's saying no docks available. So now you can go there. Okay. Are all of them out? I think so. There we go. Okay, so I started this big long line so I can transfer hydrogen up to this. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to do a loading gas thing. So that would be ventilation, gas, rocket, port loader. Damn, the oxygen's right there. And what is that oxygen going? That's going to fill those guys up. So I need to move those around. There. And I need to go around this. Insulated pipes. What are these insulated pipes made out of? Those are obsidian. Okay. I need this to go around like this. Like that. Okay. And actually, you know what? Before we build this thing, I need to make sure we don't accidentally get some oxygen in there. So I just need to deconstruct that one pipe so that it's not in the way there. Okay, let them start working on that. Petroleum, has this thing stopped overheating? There we go. Now they can repair this thing. And that should be plenty of petroleum, right? I don't really have a cooling thing here, right? You know what? If I had this hydrogen running through here, I bet that would actually be a little bit of a cooling thing. Let's do that. Let's do just a couple of radiant. Pipes there just to cool that. And have that be just a baby cooling system so this thing doesn't overheat. You think the goal of Auction Not Included is just being sustainable? Is that is that a pun? Is that a pun because we have a bunch of bees over here? Well played, well played. Okay, good. So now I should be able to do ventilation, port loader right there. And I need to deconstruct that guy too. And then we're going to go like this. The gas bridge right there. Insulated obsidian from there to there. So that's where the hydrogen is going to get loaded up into there. Okay. Alright, so after they get that going, I can start pumping hydrogen, and we'll have a whole crap ton of hydrogen available up there. And then I need to create a cooling solution for this, because yeah, this is, I'm going to have to re-put my bees in here, but after I get a cooling solution. So I think I can get that. I think I could build that in here. So we're going to build a quick one of steam turbine on top of thermo aqua tuner cooling things, which I don't think I've done one of those on this planet, have I? I think I actually have, but we're going to build that down in this ice biome is where we're going to do that. I don't need that to be out of obsidian. This can be something you have a ton of over here. You have a ton of granite. Okay. Do that. Insulated tile. That'll be the top of the thing. We're going to need a steam turbine. Let's figure out the placement of it. So it'd be something like that. Insulated tiles. That. And this is going to be a small room with a thermal aqua tuner in it. Have the materials for that, I hope. Oh yeah, we can make that out of whatever we want. What's our best material for this? I don't have steel. Actually, I don't have enough steel here. I hope thermal aqua tuner made of gold will be enough. I think it will be. Famous last words, probably. So something like that, and then plumbing, liquid vent. There. Okay, so they can start building that. Okay, is this thing ready? Hydrogen. So now I should be able to connect this pipe, and we should start being able to fill this with all of this 595 kilograms per tile hydrogen. Why are you hurt so badly? Are you being attacked by bees? Are bees killing you? Okay. Alright, so let's plug this in. There. Now we'll start getting some hydrogen. A lot of overflow of hydrogen. We'll be able to take that home with us. Did I manage to finish the hydrogen and oxygen condensing rooms from the other day? I did. These are finished. The only issue I think I have is I'm just not producing enough hydrogen. It's part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now is to bring some extra hydrogen over. Cool. I'm gonna do this. It's here. It's there. Do that. Do this. So this should help cool this down. The hydrogen here, exchanging a little bit of heat. That thing from ever overheating, very nice. And I think the problem is I'm actually getting hydrogen ice in here, which means it's a little too cold. But mainly it's because I just don't have enough hydrogen in here. I think. That hydrogen is way more sensitive than the oxygen is for getting the liquid. So I have like a full tank of liquid oxygen. My hydrogen, just don't have enough of it yet. So the surplus tank only needs to be 8 space room. They'll still reproduce. What are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about Paku Farms. Thanks to Anonymous for the gift sub the other day. Yeah. After some tests with Paku Farms, you notice an important requirement. Breeding Pakus need 8 tiles of liquid per fish. Surplus tank only needs to be 8 space room. They'll still reproduce. Breeders need that liquid for the 60% reproduction buff. I was actually looking earlier, and we somehow got 3 fish in here, I think. We shouldn't get a 3rd fish in here. But they have the... Yeah, we somehow have 3 fish in here. But they all have the reproduction thing, so I guess we have enough space for 3. I don't know if we've actually gotten any Paku meat up here yet. There's just random diamond there, okay. So we're just waiting for these guys to actually start dying. Which... age 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 20... Looks like we're about 20 cycles out from when this started, so in about 5 cycles we should start having food being fed up to them. I have a question for you, Silly Device, though. Apparently... Oh, why are you overcrowded, though? Okay. Apparently, you have to feed them algae to tame them. But then after they're tame, we don't want them to eat algae anymore. Can I just have seeds in here forever and I won't have to tame them anymore? Or do I have to swap it between when they're new, they need algae, when they're... after they've been tamed, get seeds? I'm not exactly sure how that mechanic works. I'm not 100% sure on how that whole thing works. Okay, they should not need to go in here anymore. Okay, so that looks all good. As long as they're happy, it's all good. Alright, so this, let's make sure this is starting to fill this guy. Yeah, hydrogen, beautiful, okay. Awesome. That's going to be a bunch of hydrogen there. Cool. So let's work on this guy here. We're going to want that thing, insulated tile. Cancel that and that. Tame fish lay tame eggs. Okay, okay. That was actually my main question, so thank you. That answers that. Let's see here. I actually think I want to move this liquid vent over so I can put a ladder here to be able to work on this bottom part. God, why are they all hurt? What did you get wounds from? I don't know what they're getting attacked by. What if they got shot by random bolts here or something? No, this is still shipping stuff. The other thing I was thinking is I could possibly ship hydrogen over there instead of metals as well if I want to do that eventually, which I might want to do that. Get a ladder right there. I actually want that there. If you spill over the liquid on top of the tiles and connect the breeding tank with a surplus, I'll get overcrowded debuff. Spill over the... Oh. If there's water here, it'll consider this water connected to that, and that's what you're... That would be overcrowded. Or even if I had, like, mesh tiles here, so it connected this water, that would probably give me overcrowded. So we'd need it to stay separated like this. Okay. Seems good, then. Seems good. Hopefully we'll get there before they run out of the algae. That's why I'm focusing on getting this stuff done over here. Mesh tiles connect liquids. Okay, gotcha. Okay. We're actually going to need to get the... Actually, I could use this ice as my source of water in here, right? As this heats up. Although I'm going to have to pour water in here to get gas out of it, and then that water will freeze. Building this in this room is probably a bad idea. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, God, if I pour water in here, it's going to instantly freeze. Let me see. What is overheating? Ah, it's this thing again. Okay, I can't do anything about that. And the smart battery as well. It's 109 degree stuff. Made of aluminum. Maybe I need to change that to steel next time I go back. What we got here? Sweetle larva. I don't want any of that. Okay. It should all be reachable. They're not working on any other stuff, so they should be able to reach all that stuff. Exhausted. You should be able to go up into here to sleep, I think. Maybe build large gas cargo canister rocket for hydrogen transport. That's what I did. That's exactly what this is. This is 11,000 kilogram large gas cargo canister. That's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to have this be a permanent solution. Sending a rocket back and forth. I'd have to automate that, which we could do automated rockets, I guess. So it's potentially something we could do. I'd need to get fueling to be more automated if I'm going to do that. But we have at least the basis for that. No, I'm not shooting the H2 in the railgun yet. I was considering that's something I could do. That is something I could do. have salt water and clean water for this thing. The problem is the water might just freeze in this room instantly. If I pour hot brine water in here, I wonder if that would raise the temperature enough for it to not be instantly freezing. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably tell them to send 77-degree salt water and see if that will gradually warm this enough to get water in here to push the gases out of this room. Yeah, I have a couple options for like a consistent way of sending H2 over there, or hydrogen over there, and that would be, you know, either a railgun or the what you're suggesting, having a rocket that does it constantly. I would need to get power lines down to this. Yeah, so actually it would be power, heavy watt joint plate right there. And we're just doing a regular conductive heavy watt wire here. Right, yeah, this would be off of this guy. That. And then we'd have a large power transformer. Get the power for that. Which we need a conductive wire for this, I believe. Right there. Okay, we should not have any more power issues on this planet either, since we set up this hydrogen generator. I don't think we've had any power issues. Okay. It's going to take a while to fill this thing up. Holy crap. That is a lot of storage. I wonder if there's any way to speed up that process. Sending a full gas tank up. Yeah, almost full. Mainly full. Yeah, these things are all full because it doesn't need the power. Okay. Alright. So, I want that to be all finished being built. So the purpose of this is to create a cooling solution for this room, because we need this room to stay at a certain temperature. We can put our automation, plumbing liquid pipe thermosensor right there, and automation wire there, and then there'll be some piping here. Piping would be, these would all be insulated, and we can do this out of granite. So this will be where it's coming in. Overflow goes out. Liquid bridge to there. And that would be going up to here to cool this down. The other side come up this way. So then we're also going to have... Do I need to cool this thing? I think I can have this self-cool. I think we'll be fine. The insulated pipe, but we'll have radiant liquid pipe above here to self-cool this thing. Something like that. Okay. How am I connecting Aquatuner bypass bridge? You've been watching FJ and seen displacement causes in broken pipes. Aquatuner bypass bridge? Are you talking about this thing I just built? Let me go to Vivina to show one in action. Kind of the way I just showed it. You have in goes up to a bridge, and then the overflow from the green go up that way. And I do see a little damage in here, but I don't think that's from broken pipes. I think that was from when this thing got overheated at one point. So, like, I should be able to look at another one that isn't broken. Where's another one I can do? Where's this cooling loop? This cooling loop's over here. Yeah, like I don't have any broken pipes. Again, this thing somehow got damaged. I don't remember when. But I have that the same way. These aren't broken pipes, and this has been running for hundreds and hundreds of cycles. Thermal aqua tuner, I don't know what happened to that. But no broken pipes in here. So I'm using Francis John's thing. If there is something that causes brokenness, I don't have a fix. I'm not doing it any differently than he does it. Yeah, the first set I showed had broken pipes. I'm pretty sure it's not because of the placement. I'm pretty sure that was because I messed up. I deconstructed some pipes at one point, so the liquid was sitting in there for too long and like froze or changed state or something. And I don't think it's because of pipe placement. It was because I broke the pipes at one point down here and it wasn't flowing. I think if it's flowing, I don't have any issues, but I don't know. Maybe you know better than me. I haven't had to go in and fix any of those pipes. It's not something I've had to do yet. What's up, Six Cubes? How's it going today so far? So far, so good. Nothing broken. Working on some builds here before we go actually start the tungsten taming. Yeah, that's that gas pump. But yeah, the broken pipes I showed, I don't think are from what you're talking about, I don't think. If you place AT output near bridge output, they won't clog nor break. Tuna output. Okay, let me see if I can understand what you were describing. If you place AT output, that's the Aquatuner output, near bridge output, that's the bridge output, they won't clog or break. So I think you're saying something like, just so I can visualize this, you have it be right next to it, something like this, where like you have the overflow go over and then down or something. Bridge one. Oh, bridge one tile left. Bridge output. Do you mean bridge input? Or you mean it like this? How would you make that work? You mean like that? Huh. How would that work? I feel like that would cause backups. Because then you have two pipes trying to go through the same place. Because what this does is it prioritizes that the output always goes out first. The AT input has a little knee. It prevents backups. The input has a little knee. Let me see if I see what you're saying. So I'm trying to figure out where the input overflow goes. Would the input overflow go this way and then back into the input here? I think I might see what you're saying. I guess I could try it. I could try that. The rest is the same. Like, so we have the overflow, it goes down. How does it get into this bridge? Because it needs to go into this bridge. I assume it needs to go back into the bridge. Your input needs to run to the sensor, right. I would have to have this pipe go up here, there, and then back, I think is what you're saying. Extra one pipe segment is oh my god, it's hard to read your sentences sometimes, silly device. Extra one pipe segment is on the input section, not an output section. Let me cancel all this so I can try to understand what you're saying. Let me deconstruct this. I think what we're saying is we have this go up here. So this is going to input the liquid to change the temperature. Overflow goes down and left into a liquid bridge. I think is what you're telling me. I get to wait for lag here. I want this thing to be deconstructed so we can visualize what we're talking about. Okay, so we just deconstructed that. So you're saying output next to output. The overflow of this has to go down and into this pipe. That's the only way this would work. So I assume it's this and it's this. And then it goes back on its merry way. Is that correct? So let me see if I can understand how this works. So, you know, it goes through its loop, it comes through the temperature thing here. If this doesn't activate, then it'll pass through here, go through this bridge. If it does activate, it'll come out here. I guess my main worry is a prioritization of this, but what you're saying is this won't clog. That's the little knee you're talking about? Okay. We'll try that. I don't think I've done this build. I'm cool with giving that a try. I'm definitely up for trying a slightly different build for this. So, that's cool. Alright. How's this guy feeling? Slowly but slowly. I'm not running on hydrogen, am I? We're using power. I'm guessing we use this power when it's nighttime and these things aren't giving us free power. Oh god, this thing's actually taking damage. Damn it, man. All of my hydrogen generator gas pumps are taking damage. It's just too hot in these rooms, I guess. Usually run it the other way, input. You usually run it the other way, input directly below input. Well, that's what I did before. I had input directly below input and then the overflow go into there. I'd have to see what you're talking about, Tyler said. Bridge here is... Okay, let me see if I can understand this. Bridge here is just to create flow. Pipe goes AT output to BO. What is that? Bridge output. Loop. AT input. Bridge input. Which is, I think, what we're doing. You notice French John had a lot of grief with broken pipes overflow starting the loop. You had the same in your build until you tested this little change. Is this something Francis John's done? Because I've never seen this slight variation of the build, but if it keeps things from overflowing or anything, that'd be pretty nice. That would definitely be nice. Yeah, definitely be nice, definitely. Okay. Usually use a reservoir to avoid the backup issues. Yeah, I never do reservoirs, so... what am I going to be putting in this? That's the question. I actually need to use a liquid here that won't freeze in the pipes to get the temperature we need. I think I'm going to have to send supercoolant over here, which is one of the reasons... Yeah, I think we're going to need supercoolant for this build, because these bees need to be frozen temperatures, right? So I'm going to need to get something that doesn't freeze. So I'm going to actually need to send... I wonder if I can use crude oil. What temperature does that freeze at? Minus 40? That's pretty close to... I don't think I have enough here. What temperature? Let's look at betas. It's the temperature... The reason this all died is because the betas died. Livable range, comfort range. So it looks like I need it to be below -10. So So it needs to be below -10. So I obviously can't use water. I feel like I just need to send some supercoolant over. Sure, dirt. So if I'm going to send supercoolant over here, I actually want it to be over here to deliver into there. So I would want to depower this and plug this guy back in. Enable this building. Can I look at brine? Brine, brine is too close of a temperature gap. Like salt water freezes at -7.5. Brine. Do I even have any brine? I think we have brine ice over here. Brine ice freezes at, or melts at -16. These thermal aquatuners have a 14 degree. I think they cool things by 14 degrees. Yeah, you need a much larger window than that. I don't know if we could use like liquid chlorine or something, but like getting liquid chlorine into my pipe seems difficult. I feel like I should just send over supercool, and that's going to be the easiest way to do it. So oh god, who's high stress? It's Bubbles. Yeah, it's her morale, right? Bubbles. Yeah, it's morale. I gave her mechatronics. I don't think I need mechatronics over here right now, so I'm gonna have Bubbles get skill scrubbed. Alright, Bubbles, you're gonna get skill scrubbed. Alright, so I'm just gonna send supercoolant. That's gonna be the easiest way to do it. Petrol, crude, or ethanol. Well, if I'm gonna use any of those, I have none of those over at that planet, so I'm gonna send them stuff. So I might as well send the best stuff we have, which is supercoolant. So let me get this set up to do. Actually, I have ethanol right. Oh no, I actually have supercoolant right here. So yes, I could set that to send over there. So we have a pipe. We almost have a pipe already ready for this. So that's going to be the easiest and most efficient thing we can do. So we do that, and all I got to do is connect that pipe right there, and start sending some rad bolts that way. So I need this to stop doing its thing. I need this thing to go that way, this guy to go that way, and that guy to go that way. I don't want nuclear fallout to be hitting this, so I should actually do a guy here to shoot that up into space when those are full. I had more hashtag spillage of 2022. What? What do you mean by that? That's still this? Yeah, that's this guy right here. I think I would need to send some steel over here to replace. If I had steel, would this stop overheating? Steel has 200 degrees, right? I think it would, so I think I actually do want to be able to send some steel over here. I'm gonna stop auto repair on that for now. And if I want to send steel, I need a whole big long thing of shipping conveyor rails. I need this to go up there. So, what's the best way to do this? Up, over, and around. I don't like that, but I think that's the best way to do it. Oops. Okay. Last stream we had a supercoolant spillage, did we? Okay. Since they're working there, I need this to be going into space until they're done working there. High stress is that the girl we're, yeah, Bubbles, we're having her get skill scrubbed. Hey, what's up, Nietzsche? How are you doing, my friend? Okay, so this is going to take a bit for them to work on that. Let's go back over to here. All right. So, let's see if I can actually get liquid in here. Okay, how's my piping here? My piping looks good. My power is set up. And my automation is set up. This is going to be... What temperature? It needs to be below -10. So if it's above -15, basically, I think we'll be good. -15 will be plenty. Okay, and I want to get this cooling loop set up before I even try to get the betas back set up in here. Okay, so what I want to do next is... I want to see if I can get water in here that won't freeze. So I'm going to say the salt water... Enable a bottle, auto bottle, 9, copy, paste. I'm just going to see if we can get water in here that won't freeze. Just got back from playing squash. That's your exercise done for the week. Now to have some KFC. Super healthy. Well done. Okay. All right, well, it's not immediately freezing, but it is kind of freezing, so... Okay. This might work. This might work. If we dump enough salt water in here, there's a lot of ice. I think I might have to get the ice out of here for this to work. The cold carbon dioxide, I don't think will freeze this super fast. So if I put a storage bin just right here, to dump that ice in. Yeah, so let me hold off on this for just a second. This is gonna be sweep only. Liquefiables. 9. And then I'm going to tell them to sweep liquefiables. Priority 9 right here. So if we get all the ice off the ground here, I think we'll be able to do this. It'll eventually thaw. Well, let me get at least... I might not get rid of all this ice because that'll be some extra water in there, which for a room that we're using for a steam thing, I'm probably fine with that. But I don't want to have... This is just too much. It's just too much ice in there. If I leave a couple piles. But 10 kilograms there. Like, wow. 2,000 kilograms of ice right there. That would be so much ice. And let me even do... that's this. You know what? Let's actually do the same. Here, I don't want those sitting there. Yeah, that was, what, 2 tons of ice or 3 tons of ice or something? Okay, there we go. That, 5 kilograms, that's actually fine. So we can leave that in there. Now we can tell this back to the salt water. This will hopefully start thawing this stuff in here and have liquid that pushes the gas out. We actually have liquid brine in there, that's fine. Five kilograms and 10 grams, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, auto bottle on salt water, okay. Because basically what I want to see is, I want to see them pour water in here and then it... not immediately turn to ice. And I think that will happen now that we got all this ice out of here. How much hydrogen we got in here? Still 594 kilograms per tile. And we're still pumping it up here. This thing is about a 10th full. Oh my god, that's going to be so much hydrogen. I almost wonder if that'll be too much for my liquid hydrogen tank we're trying to set up. I wonder why we're all of a sudden using so much more power. Yeah, maybe it was nighttime or something. These guys weren't on. Yeah, those are kicking back up into gear. There we go. We have water that is not immediately ice-ifying. Liquid brine is fine, solid ice is nice, crude oil don't boil, liquid chlorine boring. Okay. So that's clean water. So once we get a decent enough layer of here that's not freezing salt water, I can put clean water on top of it that will hopefully not freeze, and then that will push all the carbon dioxide out. That's what we want. It's gonna take a while because this... They should be getting the salt water from here that's 70-something degrees. They bring it down, and this should slowly warm up this room. I don't have them doing clean water, do I? Okay. I'm just going to let them do that for a while. It's going to take a while to get done. Let's see here. If I send supercoolant here, where am I going to want to... How do I want to get it out of here? I need a place to... I don't want to pump it all the way down there. I think it's going to take way too long to build a pipeline for that. So just a separate little tank to store some supercoolant. Where can I put a little supercoolant storage tank that I can get access to? Where can I put that? Put that like right here, maybe. Right next to this guy. Probably do that. Tiles right there. Something's overheating again. I'm sure it's the gas pumps inside of my hydrogen vents. Yeah. I need to make... Wow, that one's even made out of steel and it's overheating. I don't know what to do about that. If I get access to tungsten and can make it out of thermium, I can do that. Maybe I can make this room bigger. I think that's something you had talked about at one point. It's the hydrogen vents. It's blowing up all my stuff, man. Damn hydrogen vents blowing up my stuff. Brine. So there's brine on the ground. Why is it? I'm bringing salt water. Does salt water turn into brine if you freeze it and then melt it or something? There's snow and ice on the floor in here again. I don't know. There's probably changing state stuff going on right there. Okay, so that's done, so we can do this. And then dig out these two guys. Like that. And I should be able to just dump some supercoolant in here as we get it sent over. Let's see if we've gotten this set up yet. I think we have. But let's see, where's our stuff going up to there, and across. Beautiful. So now, if I want to send supercoolant, I need to start pumping it over there. Let me get the other side set up before that. So what I can do is start sending some steel, though, if they've gotten... They get the shipping rails done. They did. So we don't want to put them in here because these can't go anywhere. Do these have anything in them? You actually have steel, a bit of steel in there, so I'm going to actually deconstruct both these guys. And we're going to send some steel over. Manufacture steel. Okay. You put a small steam turbine on top of the vent with metal floor under the 5x1 steam room that allows you to use gold amalgam for the pump. Small steam turbine on top of the vent. Pump is like 4 tiles away from the vent source. Yeah, I think I just need to kind of change that room up and move the... I always try to make a really small room in there. I don't know why. This egg needs to be picked up. This is going to make them all cramped. Right. Oh, my stress issue has gone away. Okay. How much steel do we have? Let me just make sure I'm not using up all my steel or anything. 22 tons, yeah. So I should be good to send... What am I using this for? Pumps? Yeah, like 2 or 3 tons, I would say. So this is 500 units, which... How much is 500 units? $17.5 kilograms, 20 kilograms, 20 kilograms times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 2,000 kilograms, 1,000. Oh, I can never remember the numbers. Let's just send a couple resets on this to there. So a ton is 1,000 kilograms, is that right? So we would 10 stacks of this would be 200. So 100 stacks would be 2 tons. Something like that, I don't know. It's math on stream in my brain, you know. Alright, so that'll go up to here. These guys are filling. Let's start sending some steel here. Okay, so let's change. This is going to Ultraviolet. Steel first. Same with you, Cultivolum. There. Okay. So what did I say? We had 22 tons of steel. I think we haven't even sent a single ton yet, it seems like. Unless this stuff is like... Let me see here. When this fires, I want to see how much this changes. Looks like each shipment... Is each shipment 200 kilograms? Yeah, 200 kilograms. So 10 200 kilogram shipments would be 2 tons. So 10 shipments of this. Is that right? 5 shipments would be 1 ton. Alright, I'll do like one more reset. And once that's done, hopefully I haven't like sent all of my steel or anything. Because what's strange to me is this number's not changing. I'm sending all this steel and this number's not going down. So maybe it's not considered gone until it arrives over here. I don't know. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to dump supercoolant into a place here. So that would be a liquid vent. Right there. I do one of these guys right here. I have 36,219 cycles worth of enriched uranium. Oh, really? I was actually, that was the thing I wanted to check. Over here I have 6 tons. And over here I have 3.6 tons, which is apparently 36,000 cycles. I was a little worried I might be running low on enriched uranium. It looks like I'm not running low on enriched uranium. Hey, we're starting to get a little bit more of a pool in here. I think. A little bit of a pool. Alright, there's the steel. Okay, so this should be the last shipment of steel here. Let's say that's enough for now. And then we reset that so there's nothing sitting in the pipes or anything. Okay, so that's steel. And if I go over here, we'll start receiving some steel, which this should be enabled. And this guy, oh crap. This is no power good, so they aren't able to use that guy. This will dump the steel just on the ground over here. Okay. And then I can change this. Go here. And we can send our supercoolant over here, and we can use that to fill in our cooling loop over there. So we should be good now to start putting supercoolant into here. Reactor takes 10 kilograms a cycle, so it's 362,000 cycles worth. I will take your word for it, and I'm happy to hear that we have so much. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's do this, and this will send supercoolant over there. So that we have that kind of set up and ready to go. That's pretty cool. Am I going to be okay with sending all of the supercoolant? How much is here? It's a pretty good amount there. I probably don't need all of that. 10 kilograms per pipe. We're going to need a decent amount, though. I might let them send all of that. It probably wouldn't hurt to have extra, so I'll just let that go. And they will eventually start opening these things. I hope they're not opening them over here, right? They shouldn't be able to. Do I have steel down here? Steel. Good. So now, can I fix the guy that's overheating down here by making this out of steel? I'm going to make this one out of steel and hope that'll fix that problem. This at least is a little bit of distance from this hydrogen guy, so it's not quite as close as the other one is. Okay, let's see what printable things we got over here. Ice. Let's put ice over on Vivina, I guess. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's put the ice over here. Whatever. Probably gonna melt over here and turn to water. You know what? We definitely don't have enough on this planet of is water. Okay. All right. How are we doing down here? So far, this is not working to get this filled with liquid. Let's see here. So I wanted to make a steel gas pump now. Now I can do that. Hopefully that won't overheat. Let's see. High stress. Now on Abe. Abe, let me look at your skills. Do you need to get skill scrubbed, Abe? Holy crap, yes you do. Okay. And then Bubbles, hopefully he's got enough morale that I can at least give her back her exosuit wearing. There, so she's not super slow. That. Okay, we are, I don't know, an 8th full there. There's so much hydrogen. That just, the amount of time it takes for that to fill is insane. We've barely made a dent about the amount of hydrogen we have in here. Okay. What can I do to actually get water in here that won't freeze? What can I do? Everything that's high temperature that I can dump in here. I'm trying to dump that water, but is there something hot up here that I can dump? Like over here, we have all this stuff on the ground. Is any of this hot? 52 degree, 51 degree igneous rock, like some metals, like this 51 degree gold amalgam. The biome will overtake any heat I dump in there, you think? Carbon dioxide in there. Maybe if I pumped some of this salt water directly down there that's already a higher temperature, maybe I could do something. Where's this water coming from? This water is being pumped from the clean water there. Oxygen is below 20 degrees. It touches doors and watt plate. I'm wondering if maybe... Okay, we have 33 degree water here. If I run a pipe over here, dump in a bunch of this 33 degree water, as long as it's a high enough temperature so I can seal this off, that might be what I do. Vacuum liquid lock to the room would stop the heat transfer. I actually want this room to be cold, so the steam turbine never heats. I only want this room to be warm enough, long enough to get water in here so that I can seal it off. And I think if I dump clean water in there, I might be able to do that. So since the closest water I have is right here, let me do something a little goofy here. I'm going to... do this, dig across to here. And I'm gonna run some insulated pipes over here just to get water into here. And this clean water sitting on top of this brine water might do the trick, maybe, I hope. What's on the agenda today? Well, we're working on fixing our beta setup for hydrogen farming, and then the plan is to actually tame a tungsten volcano. That's the main project. Taming a tungsten volcano is the main project of the day. We'll see if we get that done. Start at the AT. Yeah, that'll start warming up the room, won't it? That's true. So that would mean I need to finish the piping for that. That should allow us to reach all of those. So let's see, radiant liquid pipes. Do we have plenty of metal here? Yes, we do. Ceiling collapse. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, except that you can't get here. That needs to be built right now. I don't think there's anything he can build out of that right now. Let me cancel this stuff. I need these to be built so he's not stuck there. Is there anything I can make? I have dirt, rust, brine, ice. Yeah, there's nothing he can build out of that right there. Been wondering if you mine out all tiles, does it increase lag or remove it? Mining out all tiles puts a bunch of stuff on the ground. So It depends on if you clean it up or not. If you clean it up, then it can remove lag. If you don't, I think it makes the lag worse, I believe. Yes, duplicants. Although that one I can't really blame him. The floor collapsed underneath him, so, you know. I'll give him a pass on that one. I'll give him a pass. Alright, so this entire room we want to cool down to whatever temperature I set. What we're going to do is just a long radiant pipe, and at least we don't have any issue about running out of metals on this planet. There. Do I want it to be 2 tiles high of the radiant liquid pipes? Just do it like that? Yeah, I think so. We'll just have it, the entire room, get its heat dumped off there. Okay. But yeah, if we start running this thing and heat up the room at least a little bit, just enough so that it's not melting, then I could pump the water into there, and I think we'll be good. Do insulated tiles across here if I'm going to be dumping water. I don't want to freeze. You vacuum as much of the map as you can, the lag should drop. Yeah. Okay, Abe should be getting skill scrubbed, right? Or is it already done? Yeah, okay, it's done. So now we can just put him back onto exosuit wearing. Okay, his stress should go down. There's much less calculation between tiles to make if you vacuum as much of the map as possible. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to deconstruct these two and build our steam turbine. Well, let's hold off till we see that we have an actual liquid-filled thing here that pushes all the gases out for this build. Take them a while to build all this stuff. Man, it's gonna take me a while to get back over here. I wonder... There's no algae left in here. I wonder if I need to take a break from what I'm working on to get the seeds over here. I feel like I don't want to mess this up by running out of the seeds. How much fuel does this have? Does this have enough to get over there and back? I have all of my seeds are in here. I think I want to take a break from what we're working on over here to say crew. Get this crew over here. I don't want that to get messed up because I run out of food for those guys. Might have to stop by home to get refueled, which is what I'm worried about. Okay, so waiting for one more crew. Catalina. Wow, why are they all hurt? I don't know why they're all hurt. Hey, we got super coolant though. Nice. Okay, see, let's look at what range we have. And I'm going to... Whoops. Whoa, that is not the button I meant to press. I do this. Okay. So if I go up to here, 9 of 17, I will have 8 more tiles I can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have enough. We have enough. Let me check oxalite and everything. Okay, okay. I think I want to do that. I want to deliver these seeds so that our Paku don't all die. So we're going to take a short break here to send these guys up here to deliver seeds so our Paku hopefully don't die in the number of cycles it takes us to get there. You were just thinking about playing again in a certain way. Ran nearly mined out his original world. You want to do something similar and more organized. That's kind of the normal thing that at least Francis John does. He tries to mine out his entire starting world most of the time. Is it possible to run an infinite world? Because eventually your stuff will run out. Can volcanoes supply enough to keep a world running indefinitely? In Spaced Out DLC, my main world is basically infinite with no other supplies because you have water. As long as you have water, you can infinitely sustain a colony because you can create oxygen and food. Alright, how... Abe, he should slowly be de-stressing, I think. I feel like one of these guys. Dead, tired, snoring friend. Okay, good. They can all get in here. Good. Alright, hopefully we can get food over to here before these guys die. It's not a huge deal because we'll always just get them the extras over here, but now that they're tame, I actually want to change this to all seeds. So that would be all seeds that they can eat. Not oxyfern seeds, though. Maybe not wart seeds either. And not algae. Not algae. Not algae. Goodness, why is it algae on every single one of these guys? Okay. Come on. Alright, did I get rid of all the algae things? Okay, so it should just be those seeds. Oh, I missed that. Come on, unclick it. Okay, algae is not listed. Why do I have to click it twice, game? The hell's wrong with you? Okay, so should not allow algae. And this thing is allowing all seeds. So hopefully we'll get those in time. Makes sense that water's key to survive? Yeah, for sure. Oh, we actually had some seeds in there. I forgot. We preloaded some seeds, so now they won't be hungry. Nice! Not as vital, but still it's good to do this so that we'll have plenty of seeds and they won't run out of food. And we can also fix this thing when we get there. Which I'm probably just going to make this room bigger so that it's not so close to that. Okay. What's the purpose of fish farming? Oh, well, you can just make food from fish if you want. But what we're doing is we're feeding the fish to a tree. Which may sound ridiculous, but this tree, this is late game stuff. This tree is how you get resin in the game. This tree eats any type of food and turns it into resin, which you need to boil to turn into iso resin. And hey, look, we're actually starting to get some resin. So I think we're finally feeding this thing some of this Paku now. Nice. This thing's finally starting to turn on and we'll have a source of resin. That's awesome. Okay. Water's not quite so precious as it was 3 to 4 years ago. There's less infinite water tricks, but a lot more natural ways to gain it. Yeah, well, I will say, at least in the DLC, there's a lot more, since you can actually colonize multiple worlds, which is my favorite thing about the DLC. There's a lot more sources of water, for sure. But you can get it from other planets and stuff. Yeah, without those 3 extra builders, it takes them forever to build all these projects we're working on. But that's okay. We'll send them back. After we get this fish food delivered, we're going to go back home, get refueled, drop off the hydrogen we've gotten so far, and then come back here to help finish this stuff. It's going to take a while before I actually start getting Tungsten Volcano stuff going. This building anything on this planet extensive is really difficult because it's just... It's slow going getting down all these places. Okay, so they should slowly be building all this stuff. You can only think of geysers. You can actually get water from sulfur. Can you? That, I'm not familiar with that process. Yeah, my plan is to do a pipe of water over here to hopefully get that. What I am happy about is this brine is just stabilizing at a temperature where it's not turning to ice. So I'm hoping if I dump a bunch of clean water on here, it won't immediately turn to ice, and I can actually make this a room we can work with. But maybe actually turning the thermal aqua tuner on will be what we need to do. Okay, so what's going on over here? This guy's going to land over here. Is this thing filled? Those guys are filled, so let's do this and turn the diamond press back on. Unless I want to send material somewhere else, but we sent all of the stuff already. This has got 35 kilograms of supercoolant. It would be nice to get, if there was an easier way to get little bits of excess stuff out of, you know, out of these interplanetary launchers. I am going to need to get that gas out, so how about I start planning on that? So that would be ventilation, insulated pipes. Make them out of obsidian. They'll be coming out of here somewhere. Will they survive if I just do something like this? I'm not sure, but we'll try. That will actually work, I think. So I just need... Might as well just do some like mafic rock tiles for them to be able to build that. Should be fine. There. Sulfur vent feed to Sweetles. You lose 50% of... Lose 50%. They poop sucrose. You feed that to grubs. 1-to-1 turns into mud. Squeeze mud to sludge press. Dirt plus water in a 2-to-3 ratio. It's crazy how much random auction not included knowledge silly device has from all your experimenting and stuff in the debug mode or whatever. So it'd be rocketry. No, it would be ventilation. Port unloader. And let's make that out of... Hopefully steel won't melt here. Do that. I feel like these things die every time this goes off, but whatever. There is always a way, almost always. Almost always. Okay. Alright, so that will be to pump all this hydrogen into here. We're going to dump so much hydrogen into here, I'm hopeful that we'll finally start getting this liquid hydrogen to start filling our room. It's crazy that we've just been overflowing with auction, but as use of the device said, we're doing like auction at a 8-to-1 ratio or something crazy like that. Okay. Okay. How much food is in here? Okay. I think one of the other good things about seeds is I think it takes them a lot longer to eat through seeds than it does to eat through algae. So I'm going to put this at sweep only, even though it's no longer the algae. Okay. Oh, yeah. I kind of want to see one of these guys die and get fed to the thing. Age. Any fries about to die? Alright, 21, 22, 24. Alright, there's one of these guys gonna die within the next day or two. I kind of want to keep an eye on that and see the tree being fed. As long as you have ranchers, you can make some nifty chain to get some good stuff. Hey, what's up, Tom? How are we doing? I'm doing great, my friend. We have tame tropical pacu being fed seeds, and I'm on the way to send about 2,000 seeds, so we'll never run out of food for these guys currently. The first hour and a half we've been working over on Cult of Volan to fix... I really, really, really like this, so I'm trying to fix it. So I'm working on... I had some extra workers there that have now flying over to the other planet to deliver those seeds, but I want to get I want to get this cooled. I want to get this room cooled so that it's not, that we can replace the betas and all that. It's going to take some work to get that set back up because I'm going to have to replace doors to get all the beta hives set again. But we're getting a cooling loop set up so that this room will be at a nice, chilly -15, I think will be in the comfort range for those guys. Alright, so let's see what's in here. Oh, we have so much gold amalgam, we don't need any there. Let's give the gold amalgam to this place. Okay. How's our rocket doing? Okay. 1.9 cycles to get there. Okay, so about 2 days to get there. Where's that going to look? Oh yes, I was going to think about, do I want to send out another scouting rocket? I've seen here. I probably should set out another. No, what are you doing? I didn't tell you to go that way, did I? Okay, I'm like clicking stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to send this scouting rocket out again. Let's make sure we're all good in here with food and O2. Yes. So let's actually crew this up. We're gonna send this guy over to this side. Go up to 10 tiles. It's kind of one of the main areas we haven't explored yet over there. Do I have... You're going to need astronomy. Nails, you're going to need astronomy skills. Let me make sure Nails has that. You do. I don't know why it says you. Colleen doesn't have it. Okay. Alright, you ready to go? Okay. Hoping none of this stuff melts. Please don't melt, I just built it. Wonder if I need a way to cool these port unloaders. Like, it seems weird that... Okay, overheat temperature 2200 degrees. Alright, so it's got a pretty high ceiling, although this thing's at 1200 degrees. It gets hotter every time it launches, I guess. You rebuild your Breedrogen generation. You're using wild now. Melted lead, radiant pipe inside a lead natural tile, which is used for cooling. Your opportunity runs 1% every 5 cycles and no water consumed. So free hydrogen. Took some time for Pips to plant it, though. That does sound like a pretty long process to get going. I don't think I want to set up a wild one. I've never really worked with the Pip wild planting exploit very much. So how come there's no oxalite sitting on here? I guess this thing's almost full. Okay, so we got kind of 3 different things working on. Over here, we should be slowly building these pipes. And we are slowly still sending stuff over, right? Yeah, currently we're sending aluminum. What do we have a bunch of? 19 tons of aluminum, 14 tons of gold, 13 tons of copper, 25 tons of copper. I love, we only have one volcano type of one volcano of each metal type, and it's just a renewable resource that we're cooling. That's so awesome. When we do start working on taming the tungsten volcano, Francis John had a pretty cool build where he self-cooled it inside of here, so there was a cool thing that you can transfer up through your map without overheating and having temperature issues. I'm thinking of doing something similar to that. It's the same setup, it's just wild now. That way you don't use water, I guess. That does sound pretty awesome, yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're just waiting for our rockets to get where they're going. So you'll be there in still a little over a day. Okay. So now it's just hurry up and wait. Is there anything I can build on Vivina in the meantime? Anything I need to change over? One of the busy work things I did was off stream. I was starting to convert my heavy watt wire to heavy watt conductive wire. So I guess I can queue up a bunch more of that. Let me see. Basically, I need to replace a bunch of my joint plates, I think. Like any of these joint plates that I replace, I'm a little worried it like will interrupt my power. You added a feeder tile controlled by doors in case you would decide that you need to refine uranium. Can I just replace these? I can't just replace those, can I? I think I have to deconstruct and reconstruct here. I don't like that, but I guess we're going to do that. Hopefully this doesn't destroy anything too much. We can do it quickly. Okay. This at 9. You need to make that immediately because we're cutting off power to stuff. Oh my gosh, the follower bots go away. Come on, build this thing. I'm sure we've cut off our entire base to power or our entire... Actually, we have multiple sources. It might not be that big of a deal, but still. But still, build it. Build this thing. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see your build too, Tom, if you want to post it in chat. Gosh, where's the lead coming from? Why is it taking so long to deliver? Build the damn thing, build it! Gene, get over here! Gene! What are you doing? Stop everything you're doing, get our power. There we go. Okay, so now I can queue up a bunch of replacement wires here. My main worry is if I do this all out of lead, I just don't have enough lead for it all. Slowly transitioning all this stuff. Heavy watt conductive wire. Yeah, I'll do just that for now. 7 hours later. That's right. Okay. Oh, nice. You're already well doing that. So if I change this, it should go to there. Beautiful. Have bots appeared again? Yeah, we've been having a lot of what are they? Oh, famous bots, viewer selling bots, whatever you want to call it. For whatever reason lately. Alright, slowly getting all this stuff done. Oh, they're even getting that stuff. Is that unreachable? You probably need to do that to get to that stuff. Okay. I'm gonna queue up more stuff over here. Take forever, but queue it up anyway. That. Okay. That should be all the piping I'm gonna need for that. Getting the super coolant down into there will be another fun challenge. Speaking of, how will I want to do that? Probably I'll want to just make a put a pump like right here. Go ahead and queue up all this stuff because it might just get it all done. Who knows? I'll just be a liquid bridge onto there is what we'll be doing. Who's fleeing? Is a bee attacking somebody? Don't attack me, betas. We have our beta suit on. Actually, you know what? It's probably these guys. These poke shells. I thought we paid you to be here. You didn't know you could get paid to be here. Well, if you want to be famous, just click on one of those links. I'm sure you totally won't get banned from Twitch for it. Just kidding. Don't actually do that. Did we ever get this done? Oh, yes. I wanted to fix this. So, ethanol. 9. Enable auto bottle. Let's get this. So we stop leaking O2 out of our base into here. Let's actually get this fixed finally. Bees generate hydrogen now? No, but if you feed them to Saturn critter traps, as these Saturn critter traps digest betas, or bee tinies, they produce hydrogen. Build that Tom told us about. So basically, you can't see it now because what happened was the temperature gradually rose and it got to a temperature where beta hives can't survive. But we had beta hives on each one of these little platforms here, which spawns little bee tinies, which are eaten by these critter traps that digest them and byproduct poop out hydrogen. So it's a cool build. And it also gets you a ton of plant meat, which it could just be your food for your duplicates. So it's a really cool build. It gives you a lot of hydrogen and food for basically some water, some polluted water that you got to feed to them. It's a really cool build. I did not have ethanol before, or I just now noticed that gap. No, this gap's been here. I changed it. I deconstructed a tile so I can fill this back in. I think at one point I had a different liquid here that froze. I think I had water here and then I changed it to ethanol, but I never filled it up enough. I don't know. I got distracted probably. Or even the ethanol froze. It's really cold. Ethanol freezes at minus 114, so I don't think it would have frozen too much. Let me make sure I actually have ethanol available. I have some over here. Do I not have a... Probably don't have a thing into it. I probably need to build this. Store pitcher pump here. That'll allow me to do that. It's past Rand. He's lazy. So lazy, man. So lazy. Okay. How many? 1 of 15. Okay, so we're going to keep heading this way. Let's go there. So that's a planet that'll be able to see it. How we're doing in here. I like how, That's great. O2 and food is good. How are we doing on the Wanderer? Oh, you guys are here. Perfect. All right, so they should be filling this up with all... Oh, yeah, we got 1,000 thimbleweed seeds in there. 700 blossom seeds. So we should never run out of seeds now. They're getting all that done. I want to fix this. How do I go about fixing this? I need the gas pump to be further away from this thing. So I think what I need to do is... corner build. Oh, I actually don't want you to do that. Deconstruct that, actually. Hey, we got another planet. That's actually kind of what I was expecting to happen. Let's see what we got. Gasoline. Chlorine gas vent. A moo biome. Oh, I haven't seen one of those yet. All right, well that's cool. A moo biome. Okay, how much further over do I want to move this? At least a couple more tiles, I think, which means I probably need to build a ladder. Like right there. Open the top to the natural abyss lights, infinite cooling solution. Okay. Try that. As long as I'm not letting gas through somehow, that should be fine. That's a vacuum, okay. Okay, yeah, look at that resin we got going. Oh, I think he's eating some Paku we fed him. And creating resin. Awesome. Very cool. Alright, we got our tame Paku, a full fish feeder, 2,000 seeds. I don't know if you can do the math, silly device, on how long 2,000 seeds will feed 2 tropical Paku. I don't know how many seeds I'm going to need, but I feel like what Francis John said was that it was not that much... that a small amount of seeds can feed a couple of Paku for a long amount of time. It's 3,000 cycles. Okay, nice. An infinite cooling solution, you say, if I open it up to the Abyssalite? So do I just need to build my steel pump right next to the Abyssalite and it'll be fine? What else can I do? Did I send anything else here? I have water set up for down here. Probably do a little bit of stuff over here. Like I can get these steam turbines built. I can make those out of aluminum. So it'll be like there. Oh, okay, yeah, there's fine. Give them something to do over here while we're getting all this set up. 1/3 of the seed per cycle per fish. Okay, yeah, that is a... Wow. It's very efficient. No wonder Francis John wanted to feed seeds to them. No wonder. Are we having power issues right now? Yeah. Although these things should be providing power. What are those doors made of? Some heat-resistant material? Which doors? The doors down in this biome down here, they're made out of steel. Doors don't overheat, I think. Doors don't melt. Well, steel doors don't melt, I think. And you're stupid. Did you get yourself stuck? No, you're not stuck. Okay, good. Okay, good. Don't kill yourself, please. Please don't kill yourself. We're lacking super duper hard digging because I had to skill scrub these guys. So I'll probably hold off on getting that done this time. Because we're going to be sending these guys back to Cultivolan to help get the other thing finished. So what's the temperature up here? 100 and... What's the melting point of a steel gas pump? Is that far enough? Plus 200 degrees. That should not have any problems with overheating. I feel like that should be fine. Small checkup on the water asteroid, just in case. Sure. Let's see what we got going over here. Nothing got dug out or anything. This is ready for me getting another one of these to get an infinite food storage. But I'm honestly, I don't want to build it because another aqua tuner running, I'm pretty sure would overload my power on this planet. My power on this planet is just very limited. So we have 3 duplicants over here. They're doing fine. We've got crystal berries for days. I just don't have infinite food storage. Again, it's a thing I eventually want to set up. I just haven't set up yet. Thimbleweed seeds. Any seeds go over to Uzazan. No, Grigani, this place. All seeds delivered here. Rockets in orbit. Alright, so we can look at what a moo cow biome looks like. Gas grass. What is this? It needs chlorine? I guess it needs to be in chlorine. Gas grass, gassy moo. Moos are extraterrestrial critters that feed on gas grass and excrete natural gas. So I guess this can be a renewable source of natural gas if you want it. That's cool. And we got what? A bunch of bleach stone. Oh, regolith over here. It's first or only second place I've seen regolith. Regolith, bleach stone, obsidian, igneous rock. It's kind of all I can see over here. All right, cool. Let's go back to see what else we can explore. How many places do we? How many? 13, 7. Okay, so we can probably go. Here for now. Cool, man. We have some new places we can send a exploratory robot at some point. Oh yes, power is also an important thing we need to do here. There. Okay. All right, 2,331 seeds. I think you said something about 3,000 cycles. That's awesome. All right, we can't do any of that until they can dig that out, which I don't want to give them any more skills. So I think that's all I needed to do here. Once they finish this, I think I can send them back home to get refueled and send them back over to Cultivolum to finish that build. What's your temperature, gas pump? You overheat at 275. I don't think we'll have any more temperature issues. I hope. I hope I'm right about that. Here's Tom's farm. I'm going to take a look at that. Well, that's crazy. You used natural tiles that you had to probably cheese into existence to plant those. That's cool. Really cool. And you're cooling it with a similar build to what we're working on over on Cult of Olden. Really nice. Okay. Let's see here. I don't think I want to do anything else here. I think I'm good to send these guys back. I think I'm good to send these guys back, right? And let me look at my different rockets. Yeah, we can refill on O2. I don't know why there's pickled meal. They probably took that off of the other planet. We shouldn't do that. Do we need to... I need to remember, do I need to bring anything back over here to work on this? We actually have some tungsten here that if I mine it out, I can use it for really hot building stuff. I don't think I need to bring anything else over here to work on this. I've already brought clean water. And that's to put steam in this room. Will I need more clean water? We have a decent amount of water here. Hopefully that would be enough. Do I need any other liquid? I would need something to run through our cooling loop, but I think we can use polluted water for a cooling loop in here. Or will I need supercoolant? I wonder if I might need to bring some supercoolant over here, maybe. But for now, let's send them back home. Because we need to get a Radbolt engine back fueled, and we can deliver all this hydrogen we got from the other place into our liquid hydrogen production. So that'll be nice. We'll have to set up a resin delivery thing eventually. Okay, so we're going to change this. Whew, just barely. One tile to spare. One tile to spare. You're fine. Acknowledge warnings. Just don't make any unnecessary stops at Albuquerque, you know? Okay. So there are 3 planets that we haven't visited at all, or looked at all. Cellini, Gasolin, and Rockalin. Actually 4. Rockalin and Meltivo. So I wonder if that's all the planets. I wonder. Pull over, I need to pee. No, you have to wait till we get home. You should have done it earlier. Besides, there's a pee place inside of there. It's fine. It's fine. Do I have this set up? Almost. We need just insulated pipes. We're going to make those out of obsidian right there and there. Hope none of that melts when it lands. And that will be us able to deliver a bunch of extra hydrogen into here because liquid hydrogen is just not, we're just not creating enough hydrogen. Okay. It's almost time for a break. Let me go see how we're doing over here. You're about halfway done with these pipes, and you have finished some of those pipes. Is that unreachable? No, that's reachable. Once we get our other people over here, we should be able to get the piping finished, get the cooling loop started, and then we can start replacing the betas into here. I'm hoping I'll be able to get all that done in the next part of the stream so I can then actually get over there to do what the title of the stream says we're going to do today, and that is tame a volcano. We're definitely going to tame a volcano, I promise. Just not for 7 more streams. How we're doing over here? These guys have eaten out all of the uranium ore in here. Except this stuff up here. That's pretty crazy. They're just... No wonder we have so much stuff. Why is this unreachable? Ah! It's missing a thing underneath it. They ate the uranium underneath it. So we actually just need a random tile in there. There. Okay. That's what you were talking about today. You've seen broken pipes and stutters in FJ's builds and uses input next to input. Oh yeah, what Silly Device is talking about, Tom, we're going to experiment with a slightly different overflow build from Aqua Tuners. Normally, I know Francis John has it so that the liquid bridge is one slot to the right so that the overflow goes in that way. We're trying this with the output next to the output, and then the input going that way. Silly Device is saying this stops overflows and blockages, so we're going to give that a try. I'm hoping it works. Okay, I think it's about time for a break, and we're just kind of waiting for rockets to get places and builds to be done. So, let me look at my star map, so as I AFK, nothing crazy happens. This guy's moving down here. Exploded gas giant. I'm going to tell you to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's pretty close. That should be the... After I get there, we're heading home. So, I don't get you stranded out here. I wonder what happens if you abandon ship. I've never done that yet. But let me turn this on slower mode. Let me save as, and we're going to quickly send up Shoshi's Rishram. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying. Having fun today. Working on some cool projects. We should actually hopefully get a tungsten volcano at least started tame today once we get this other random side projects done. That's a good design. You approve. Hey, Tom approves. There you go. There you go, Silly Device. We're using one of your builds. Your life can now be fulfilled. But really quickly, let me send up Stretch. When we come back, we will continue what we're working on. Y'all rock. Be back in just a bit, my friends.